Tongwe doje jajere zonro, jinjama do doje panjamba, serje lambo dabra jibega. Shakje jabu jodongu zonzo, dorjen janje delo naro dama, mamala jeje gombo ba, pamoje ba javan jogomba. Kajula mananje dojo je, danandana zara damje do, lama la bala ye jizozo. Lozon yon den jamze ngala wan, den je don jen begele zo. Dage lo chuzon ro war zinja labdo sor, chu lamdon ro war zinja labdo zo, lan chowa se war zinja labdo. Chowa yuzon ja war zinja labdo zo, gange den jen ja war njong, gaba me ba je, me ba che ba me ba ta, me ba wa me ba ro me ba. Tade du me dun je me, juba nye je je dun ba, zobo zan je ma nan je, dan ba de la jan zar du, dun jen zobo la ma je je gu zon du je. Chen lan da 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 ge ju lan be de da ge, den ba dan sun jen je don ja jen bon je par jen je la du so. Good morning, dear Dharma brothers and sisters, and happy Mother's Day. Today I'm going to teach the second half of the 35 Confessional Buddhas. As I mentioned it earlier, this teaching informs us of many karmic situations. What case ripen into which results? As Buddhists, we accept the law of karma. So it is necessary to what karmic cause leads to which result. Even if you are not a practitioner, still you are under the law of karma, knowing this will help you. Those who know well karma, who practice by it, they help prevent many problems in our society. At the very least, they are scared of committing non-virtue. I practice the 35 Confessional Buddhas not only has the benefit of understanding the cause and effects of karma. Each and every Buddha's name purifies inconceivable amounts of non-virtue. Purify non-virtues lead to having good health, wealth, and long life. It is not just for a benefit of the next life that we purify. Our spiritual karma gives us special opportunity, which is that just by moving our tongue, we can move our bad karma. What I mean is reciting the 35 Confessional Buddha with our tongues. So it will purify non-virtues. So it means we have a great karma, right? And additionally, as practitioners, there are other benefits. For example, focusing on the mudras of Buddhas, this has a great benefit. When Rachungpa went to India, he underwent many hardships, but he was able to bring back to Tibet this mudra, which did not exist there before. That is what he said. So, which is placing your hands in your lap with the fingers of your right hands on top of fingers of your left hands, and thumbs touching. Then Rechungpa said, all the hardships he endured on the journey to India were worthwhile because he brought this mudra. So, Also, you know how important mudras are from the Vajakulaya practice. In this text, it says mudras are representations of wisdom, and it is also representations of idam deities. Here I remind you to listen to the Dharma with bodhicitta for the sake of mother sentient beings, especially today. Today is Mother's Day, right? So, and then I'm going to start the 35 Confessional Buddha's teaching, and we already studied last week, last Sunday, and today, actually, I have two texts, but you already got this text, so you just follow this. I sometimes follow here, sometimes maybe follow other texts, but it's same. Also on our website. Oh, this is also on the website. So please you follow with this text. Then today, actually I think it's same. In order to say same, there's no big difference. A little bit. So the beginning, throughout all time, all sentient beings take refuge in the Guru, they take refuge in the Buddha, they take refuge in the Dharma, they take refuge in the Sangha. I already taught on there. Homage to the Bangavin, Tathagata Arhate, the perfectly complete Buddha Shakyamuni. I already taught on there. Homage to the one who has fully conquered with the Vajra essence. I already taught on there. So now today we are going to starting to homage to jewel radiant lights. Okay? Homage to jewel radiant lights. Yeah. Are you ready?
You started.
Oh, I already taught that too, that part. But maybe we just let me. Yeah. Just I studied from her. So homage to jewel radiating light. This Buddha's name means the one who purifies ignorance through his shining wisdom. Reciting homage to radiant, homage to jewel radiating light. With pure mind, will purify the karmic fruition of stealing, which is being reborn in the hell realm. With a fiery metal wheel, cutting you from your fingers to your whole body. If you don't have stealing karma now, still reciting this homage to jewel radiant light will prevent you from accumulating this karma in the future. Also, it will protect your thing from being stolen. If you would like to visualize this Buddha, actually you have to, but I cannot say you should, because you have freedom, right, of Dharma practice. So this Buddha is white in color, and his left hand rests in his lap, holding a sun. His right hand is in the protecting mudra, holding a vajra. Whoever recites his name will purify 25,000 eons non-virtue. If we already did not have such a non-virtue, then recite this Buddha's name one time, and then we become Buddha. We will become Buddha. But in the previous life, many lives, we accumulated many non-virtues. But still we can reduce them, we can purify them. So then next, homage to the sovereign king of Nagas. So actually, just I would like to let you know this. Nagas has two different kinds of Nagas. Some Nagas are they love Dharma and Dharma practitioners. some of Nagas are different. But there is no this name of Naga. This is Buddha. This is not just ordinary Naga, right? So, so his name means owner of the ocean of Dharma Dhatu. This name is a metaphor because the ocean is the territory of the king of Nagas. This Buddha, in his final moments before becoming enlightened, recognized the ocean full of the blood of desire to be emptiness, Dharma Dhatu. Clear? I hope you. Okay. Yeah. To recite with pure mind, homage to the sovereign king of Nagas, will purify the karmic fruition of sexual misconduct, which is being reborn in fiery metal house, without doors and windows, and having piece of fiery metal come through lower 2 doors of the body and goes out through the upper 7 doors of the body. Upper 7 doors, we know, right? 2 ears, 2 nostrils, mouth, eyes. This recitation protects you from accumulating karmic of sexual misconduct in the future. When you visualize this Buddha, its color is blue and left hand holds snake in his lap. And his right hand is in protecting mudra. Holding a leafy branch. Do you know leafy? Leafy branch of Naga tree. That tree is, the shape is like a little bit of snake, something. That is special tree. Maybe, you know, what is called that coral, the red color. In the ocean we see some coral tree. So, similarly that. Mm-hmm. Whoever recites this Buddha's name will purify 8 eons of non-virtue. 8 eons. Okay. Next, homage to the leader of the brave. Homage to the leader of the brave. This Buddha's name means fearlessly conquering obstacles. This Buddha was enlightened through protecting others. Others' lives. Whoever recites with pure minds, homage to the leader of brave, will purify the karmic fruition of killing people and animals. This fruition is being fruition is being reborn in the hell realms. Hell realms continuously being pierced by weapons. Pierced by weapons. This recitation also prevents accumulation of this kind of karma. You will also reborn where there are fewer weapons, or not at all. When you visualize this Buddha, its color is yellow, and in his left hand he holds of volume. No, sorry, it's Dharma text. Volume, scripture in his lap. His right hand holds a knife in protecting mudra. Protecting mudra or protection mudra. If you like protection mudra, I will say protection. If you like protecting, then I will say protecting mudra. Protecting mudra, this area, most then they holds there. He holds a knife, right? Or like this. Whoever recites this Buddha's name will purify non-virtues of speech as well. Okay. Then, homage to glorious joy. This name means Dharma gives him mind great enjoyment. Reciting his name purifies the karmic fruition of killing out of anger and being reborn in the lower realm. If you would like to visualize this Buddha, its color is orange. His left hand is in protecting mudra, holding the stem of lotus that blooms over his left shoulder. Make sense? Does? Oh. His right hand holds a sun of his right shoulder. So those objects, they have still some meanings, but I think we go in this way, still it will fine. Whoever recites his name will purify non-virtues of the mind. Okay. The next is homage to jewel fire, jewel moonlight. Yeah. Homage to jewel fire. This Buddha's name means unchanging qualities of a jewel. Its color is red, and he burns away others' afflictive emotions. He burns away others' afflictive emotions. His hands hold in his lap in the mudra of meditative equipoise. Holding a fire jewel. Did you see before fire jewel? The sun is part of fire jewel, right? The sun. But this is right now it's different. This is not the sun. Reciting this line, okay, homage to jewel fire, will purify the karmic fruition of fighting with others, which is being reborn in the hell realm, in the forest, where the trees, branches transform into weapons, cutting hell beings' bodies. Also, whoever recites this Buddha's name will purify the non-virtues of divisive speech between sanghas. So, there's two times, right? Who while reciting with a pure mind is something to purify. Whoever recites, it looks like a same, but there is different. The differences are, first one is particularly this Buddha's job. It means it's purify. Also, the practitioner's real practice insight, with this Buddha's name and so on. But then whoever recites, that means very open. Even though birds, if birds can recite this name, just say these names, like he cannot say jewels of fire, but just he say jewel fire. This is that Buddha's name, and it will reduce his bad karma. So, when we see some bugs or other animals on the road or somewhere, then we say, Om Mani Padme Hum. It has reason. It has a great reason. And also it has a great benefit. Right? Then, next is a homage to jewel moonlight. Is it? Homage to jewel moonlight. Let me see. Right, yeah. Sorry, I did not. Did I finish that? Oh, yeah. Yes. So, homage to jewel moonlight. This name means purifier of the ignorance of mother sentient beings. Reciting this line, homage to jewel moonlight, with pure mind. It will purify the karmic fruition of killed one's own child. Is it happening? It's happened in this world sometimes. So this karmic fruition is being reborn in the hell realm, surrounded by plants that have metal thorn. Sorry that my pronounce is not good. I don't have confidence that. I offer you spelling. Thorns. Right now S. Thorns. So the surrounded by plants that have metal thorns, which brings terrible suffering. Of course, right? If you want to visualize this Buddha's color is white, his hands are meditation posture, holding a jewel that is like a moonlight. Okay? Whoever recites this Buddha's name purifies one eon's non-virtue. I don't know you have this question in your mind. If you have, why there is this Buddha's then purify different eons of non-virtue. If you have this question in your mind, this is also, right now we can say that during their accumulates, they were accumulating merits. So how much they accumulated? Because this depends with the karmas. And then there's how much deeply means how long supplicate how long practice Naga bodhicitta. So they makes very different. And also then we have the practitioners has also different karmas. Then next, homage to manifold to behold. Right? Manifold to behold. Homage to manifold to behold. This Buddha's name means one whoever hears his teaching is purified of all doubt and placed on the path to enlightenment. So reciting homage to meaningful to behold with pure mind clears away the karmic fruition of blocking the door to the Dharma for others, which is being reborn in hell in a completely dark house where there is enormous, big, right? Enormous suffering. Somebody who blocked the door of Dharma practice. It happened in the world, you know. And then this results the fruition reborn in the hell. And then these in a completely dark house where there is enormous, huge, big suffering. Enormous or something. Yeah. When you visualize this Buddha, see him as a green colored, holding two eyes in his hands, which are in blessing mudra. Blessing mudra. He holds two eyes. We say Ong Ahong, Ong Ahong. Blessing mudra. Make clear? Okay. That next is a homage to jewel moon, right? The meaning of this Buddha's name is breathes. Breathes where there is the suffering of heat. B-R-E-E-Z-A. Breathes where there is the suffering of heat. When I was child, I went to the mountains, not mountain, that is small hill, small hill with mom. Then sometimes there's the breeze, right? Then my mom told me, oh, this is the kindness of Buddha. This is activities of Buddha. Whether she don't know the Dharma in deeply, but she said that. And then I studied on Dharma, and then now comes back here. Yeah, right, this is true. So, reciting the line, homage to Jewel Moon with pure mind will clear away the karmic fruition, wrongful use of offering, which is to be reborn in hell realm, where they are boiled alive. When you visualize this Buddha, see him as white, his hands are in the mudra of meditative equipoise, holding a jewel lotus. Whoever recites the name of this Buddha will reduce the karmic of killing their mother. It has happened? It's happened, right? So, just recites this Buddha's name, homage to Jewel Moon. Just, even though if you don't say homage to Jewel Moon, just Jewel Moon recites, it will reduce the non-virtues or the killing their mother. Yeah, of course we did not, but we are going to pray, supplicate this Buddha for the sake of others' life. Then next is, that is very difficult for me to pronounce. Hopefully you will understand the power of your English. Homage to the stainless. Homage to the stainless one. This Buddha's name means one who has purified the obscurations to insight. Insight. Obscurations. To insight. Reciting the line, homage to the stainless one with a pure mind. If you don't understand well pure mind, pure heart. Then if I comes back again, pure brain. Brain, right? This is called brain. Then three of this. Then pure channel, maybe. Okay. The karmic fruition, beating others. Beating. Not biting, beating, right? Beating. Yeah, beating others. This karmic ripening is to be reborn in the hell realm on a fiery metal surface. Whoa, fiery metal surface. Where one's body is beating into very small piece. When you visualize, see this Buddha as brown colored, holding a mirror in meditative equipoise. Whoever recites his name reduces the karmic consequences of killing one's father. We don't have this situation individually, but someone has that, So we are going to recite this Buddha's name for the sake of those people. After this is homage to glorious giving. Glorious giving. This Buddha's name means having the courage to give up obscurations and share wisdom with mother sentient beings. Reciting homage to the bestower of courage with a pure heart, well purified. What happened? Sorry, I listened. Glorious giving. So the Buddha's name is homage to glorious giving, and this Buddha's name means having the courage to give up obscurations and share wisdoms with the mother sentient beings. Reciting homage to glorious giving with pure hearts, well purified karmic fruition of killing many humans and animals. This fruition is to be reborn in the hell realm, in middle of fire where one is attacked by birds with metal beaks that pick one to death. Serious, is it? If you want to visualize this Buddha, he is white color, holding wood apple tree with his right hand, which is in protection mudra. His left hand rests in his lap. Whoever recites this Buddha's name will reduce the karmic consequences of having killed in our hearts. Kill our heart, right? Okay. Homage to the pure one. This next is a homage to the pure one, is it? Homage to the pure one. This Buddha's name means giving up obscuration purely. Obscurations purely, having given up obscurations purely, recites the line homage to the pure one, will purify or clear away the karmic fruition of deceiving others, which is to be reborn in the hell realm within the hot embers of fire. We visualize this Buddha, see him as orange colored, holding a lotus and sun in protection mudra. Whoever recites this Buddha's name will reduce the karmic consequences of drawing blood from the body of Buddha. There are some stories, right? But I think no need to share. Just it's people sanghas will understand through this way. Then, after this is homage to giving of purity. This Buddha's name means having brought many beings, minds to bodhicitta. Reciting the line, homage to giving of purity with pure mind or with pure heart, will purify the karmic ripening of having lied and engaged in divisive speech. This karmic fruition is to be reborn in the hell realm with the fire coming from one's body and molten metal being poured into one's mouth. Sound is don't understand, right? You don't? You understood. You don't. Okay. I will repeat. I will repeat again. So, recite the name of homage to giving of purity with pure mind. Then it will purify the karmic ripening of having lied and engaged in divisive speech. This karmic fruition is to be reborn in the hell realm with a fire coming from one's body. Fire coming from one's body, right? And molten metal being poured into the mouth, into one's mouth. So this, when you visualize this Buddha, see him as yellow colored, holding the sun and moon in the protection mudra. Whoever recites this Buddha's name will purify 10,000 eons of non-virtue. Wow. Next is a little bit nectar. Next is homage to the water god. Traditionally, also I remember now this. In Tibet, in our home, we don't have water in the house. Mother and sisters. Sometimes we have to take drink water from outside, little bit far away from the house. This is the nature. All the water is nature, right? All the water is nature. But then we pull water in the jug and then full of this water. Then sometimes my mom, sometimes my sister,
Actually, everybody did. I think they did, but what I saw is then they're offering Buddha, offering Dharma, offering Sangha. So it has meaning. In order to water God. If water God is ordinary being, it will happy. But this is the Buddha, so it's accumulate merit, right? So then before we eat food, we offering. After eat food, we dedicate generosity. So all has meaning really. All Dharma practice has deep meaning and a great benefit. So now we have a golden opportunity to use those great benefits because of precious human life. Right? Homage to the water gods. This Buddha's name means having purified the imprints of doubt. I think right now my sound is pretty good. Doubt. Before I don't know, right? Not good my pronoun. Now I have a little confidence. And ignorance. Purify the doubt and ignorance. Reciting the line, this line, homage to the water gods. Homage to the water gods. With pure heart or pure mind. Purify the karmic fruition of skinning one's parents. Skinning means take off the skin before they and in degeneration times, actually everything is possible. Right now, sometimes we are unbelievable, right? This situation. Who can do like that? True. That's very good because we can't do. So we have this motivation. That's wonderful, but it was possible, really possible. So, skinning one's parents, gurus, or other beings before they die. Yeah, gurus may not happen, parents may not happen, animals happened. Yaks, cows, it's right? And chickens or other birds. Then this fruition to be reborn in the hell realm with blisters all over one's body. If you want to visualize this Buddha, he is white colored, holding a water jewel and a mirror in teaching Mudra. Yes, of course, you have question, what is the water jewel? That is my translation. I literally translate it. So, jewel is not always like a gold. Jewel is not always like a silver. Jewels, lotus, and other everything, right? So, but that is not too confused. Confused? Yeah. So just he holds it like this. Water jewel and mirror in teaching Mudra. Whoever recites this Buddha's name will reduce the karmic consequences of killing a bodhisattva. So if you pay attention on there, each lens, each Buddhas reduce different non-virtues, the serious non-virtues, right? I did not to tell everything with one Buddha because then it cannot make clear. But let you know this. Even though we did not kill a bodhisattva, we were not. Perhaps we're not sure honestly. Bodhisattvas means not always sit on the throne, right? Throne. So Bodhisattvas sometimes they take life of ordinary beings. Even though sometimes they take life of such a beautiful birds, Then they try to make happy our mind. Oh, beautiful birds. Sometimes Bodhisattvas takes a very ugly life. Do you know? One story. Asanga, he practiced 12 years to see material. Right now we can say material Buddha or Bodhisattva material. He 3 years, another 3 years, another 3 years, another 3 years. But there's some sweet stories, right? He see different things, and finally what he saw, what did he see? What did he see, right? Am I correct? He saw a female dog. The upper body still bark and angry, and the lower part is already full of the pus and blood, and then there are some other beans or some they eat. Still, this female dog see the other people just go. The angry emotionally bark, right? Bark. So that is material Buddha. So you see, sometimes we have too much this egoistic mind. At that time, if Bodhisattvas, what we have to see Bodhisattvas, always so nice, kind, what I need, you have to do, then I like you. If you make little mistakes, I don't like you. So that it means Bodhisattvas has no problem at all. But problem is we block. So that's where in Vajrayana text, always we practice on the completion stage and the generation stage, the visualizations. It means we have to practice or progress pure perception. So that's where, anyhow, what I would like to say now here is Bodhisattvas takes different lives. Sometimes Bodhisattvas takes very like a sickness person, right? Life of a sickness, and then they lead our compassion. So some of our compassion is inside, almost ready to bloom or blossom, open. So then some Bodhisattvas take life of serious patient or sickness person, then suddenly opened compassion, and that means then it's open the door of liberation. So these are so important, very important to understand. And Marpa, his behavior is really, I don't know, it's very difficult to follow him, Marpa's behavior. But Milarepa, he followed. And then in Tibet has so many practitioners. But the Milarepa is, everybody accepts the Buddha, right? Accepted the Buddha. So his guru is sometimes like that. But I don't mean gurus always need bad behavior. Also, I don't mean the Marpa's behavior is very bad, okay? You also don't think so, but what I try to say here, what is my expectation is, sometimes we see different behaviors. We have to use our own wisdom, and we have to clarify. We always have to think the benefit and the non-benefit, which is more, which one has more benefit. Then we have to accept that. If small part of this, as Garchen Rinpoche often said, if you always see the mistakes to the spiritual teachers, then you will not get, well, you will not receive the benefit. It is really the true, but I don't mean you're always, you have to see, you always practice on pure perception, and spiritual teachers, they have freedom what they would like to do. Not like that. The spiritual teachers also has a big responsibility. Even though how to wear clothes is a big deal, you know. Right now I can't translate exactly. Otherwise, in the Dharma says, "Te din tangwan din mikjin, jordin sunam sa bikingsa." Te din, literally, I try to translate it. Te din tangwan din mikjin means whoever see you wear clothes, you should lead their mind in the pure, perfect. Oh, so nice. So nice, wearing very nicely, you know. Something like that. That's, okay, now I going different way too much. So, homage to the god of water gods. Still, I would like to say this here. It's really a special thing, you know. These 35 Confessional Buddhas are in our body. And we have different channels, we have different chakras. They all have here. Right now, in this case, we are teaching as they are being outside, different directions. Still fun. Perhaps it's too early to say here. But homage to the god of water gods. What is this? Are we there? Mm-hmm. Homage to the water god, already mentioned, right?
Yes.
Homage to the god of water god, homage to God of glory. So this, I bring this together. Is perhaps this just a name makes different. I mean, I prepared. So let me say, okay. So first we go this way. Homage to the god of water god. Sure, actually the next of that is this in Tibetan too, but I don't know why I did there. So this Buddha's name means completely capable of benefiting thinking beings. Reciting the line, homage to the god of water gods, with a pure heart will clear away the karmic fruition of robbing someone of his wife and using her forcefully. This karmic fruition is to be reborn in the hell realm, deep in a pile of poop with knives, cutting one's body into small pieces. When you visualize this Buddha, clear, right? Is it clear? See him as red-colored, holding a tree of paradise. In his left hand, which rests on his left knee, and his right hand is protection mudra. Whoever recites this Buddha's name will reduce the karmic consequences of having killed an excellent disciple. Oh. I think okay, so now we have a little different here. This next is in my text glorious sandalwood. But here we have homage to the God, homage to good glory, right?
Also in your text is homage to God glory. After the God of the God.
God glory?
Yeah, also in the other text is written homage to God glory, to good glory, good glory. After homage to the God of the water God, also in the old text is written in the middle, homage to good glory.
This Buddha's name. Oh, I did not teach one section. I did not teach one section maybe.
Yeah.
The homage to water's God, right?
Mm-hmm.
This Buddha's name is who purify doubt and ignorance of many sentient beings.
Mm-hmm.
Then reciting land, homage to water, to the water god, right? God of water gods.
Yes.
God of water gods, gods will purify the karmic fruition of robbing people of their food and drink, which is to be reborn in the hungry ghosts. I did not. So yeah. Hungry ghost realms, burning hot embers poured into one's mouth. Embers poured into one's mouth. Whoever recites these Buddha's name will purify the karmic consequences of destroying on our heart's vows. When you visualize this Buddha, see him as blue-colored, holding a water jewel in his hands, which are in teaching mudra. Okay, yeah. Now I come back, don't worry. Next is the homage to the god of water god. Right now I taught this is the god of water god. Water god. Second is now I will start homage to god of water gods. Now I will start. Right now, this part just a moment ago I taught. That one is the homage to the water god. Now, the homage to the god of water gods. This Buddha's name is having purified imprints of doubt and ignorance. This already said. So I just missed it. So I think we don't want to repeat, right? Nephew, this. Did I say blessed? Oh yes, yes. Then homage, glorious. Next is the homage to good glory. So we finish homage to the water god and homage to the god of water gods, right? Homage to good glory. This Buddha's name means completely capable of benefiting sentient beings. So I a little bit made a mistake. Reciting this line, homage to good glory, with a pure heart, will clear away karmic fruition of robbing someone of his wife and using her forcefully. So this karmic fruition is to be reborn in the hell realm, deep in a pile with knives, cutting one's body into small pieces. When you visualize this Buddha, see him as red-colored, holding a tree of paradise in his left hand, which rests on his left knee, and his right hand is protection mudra. Whoever recites this Buddha's name reduces the karmic consequences of having killed an excellent disciple. I understood the little, I made mistakes, but now I think it's, right now I just repeat again with that. So I hope it's getting clear. Then homage to, exactly. Homage to glorious sandalwood. Homage to glorious sandalwood. This Buddha's name means protection from the suffering of samsara. Reciting the line, homage to glorious sandalwood with pure mind will liberate one from the karmic fruition of fighting with weapons. This fruition is being reborn in the demigod's realm and enduring great suffering. Whoever recites this Buddha's name will reduce the karmic consequence of denying the Sangha food and wealth. If you would like to visualize this Buddha, see him as orange-colored holding sandalwood. That's what we call this name. Sandalwood fruit in his right hand, which is protection mudra. His left hand is resting on his lap. Clear? Little unclear is no problem. You can study by yourself. There's some story to use. I don't mean you are like that, but just whether this is related with this teaching or not, I don't know. Just I would like to share. One person who is completely lazy, and then his mom always worry about him. Then one time, before she went out for working, then she put she make small hole on bread, and then she put on his neck, and then she went to the work. And then he ate one time like this bread, and then he ate this part of the hole, and then the hole and this what is called thing.
Rope, thread.
Yeah, it's whole, right? Whole. Then he ate like here, and then bread fall down. Then he couldn't pick up that because he was so lazy. So similar. I almost ready to eat in your. I put everything in your mouth, but stay open. No, I cannot. How to say? Your jaws cannot make like this, right? Just kidding. You are not like that. I'm not like that hard worker. So I'm just kidding. So next, I think this we can finish or not. Okay. Next is homage to infinite brilliance. Okay. Okay. This Buddha's name means body that radiates splendor light, which fills all pure lines. Reciting this line, homage to infinite splendor. Reciting this line, homage to infinite brilliance, with pure mind, liberates one from the karmic fruition of publicly, condemning. It's very difficult for me to condemning friends and others, and also killing animals. Do you understand condemning? Condemning. CONDEMING. Condemning. Oh, condemning. Oh, condemning. Publicly condemning friends and others, and also killing animals. This karmic fruition is to be reborn in the animal's realm, suffering tremendously from heat and cold. Sometimes too much heat, sometimes too much cold. Whoever recites this Buddha's name will reduce the karmic fruition of destroying of stupa. When you visualize this Buddha, see him as red-colored, holding the sun in his right hand and the moon his left hand. His hands are resting at shoulder height. Yeah. Next is homage to glorious light. This Buddha's name means naturally shining glorious lights. Naturally. Reciting this line, homage to glorious lights, will purify the karmic fruition of disrespectfully stepping. Okay, this is very important, okay? Pay attention, we all. Disrespectfully stepping over the stupa Yeah, we can do our stupa because it's higher, big, tall or some statues. It's very possible. Dharma text. That's very, yeah, it's happened. So, or animals, even though animals too. When we step in over the animals, it's often I really would like to remind you. Sometimes you have no opportunity to go other way, other side. You generate your bodhicitta, then it's better to step in, or you crawl there. You walking around. You generate bodhicitta, and then your body has a shadow, and breeze. They touch on the animals, touch the animals. It makes help. But disrespectfully or just ignore, just ants, I don't care. Then you step on there. Then this karmic fruition is to be reborn in the hell realm. And the space, am I correct? Space between two mountains which come together, crush one's body. Then you are almost become like a sandwich. Two mountains, right? So this is really, be careful. We have to. Sometimes it's funny, it decrease. For me, I really decrease my behavior on there. When I was Tibet, my parents often told me that, don't step in on the red color, even though you see the small piece of red and yellow colors. Then that really stay in my mind deeply. So sometimes I have time I pick up them and put over the road. But I don't crawl or stepping over there. But then now, even though text, sometimes I happen that I step over the text. Perhaps there are many texts or something. So anyhow, I'm sorry. So it happened. But let us together be careful. And then, next, whoever recites this Buddha's name will reduce karmic fruition of indulging in anger. When you visualize this Buddha, see him white-colored, holding jewels of light, and his left hand palm upwards in his lap, and his right hand is in protection mudra. His right hand is in protection mudra. Okay. Next is homage to glory without sorrow. Homage, right? Homage to glory without sorrow. This Buddha's name is there is no suffering and the cause of suffering. Reciting this line, homage to glory without sorrow, with pure mind will clear away the karmic fruition of looking down on one's spiritual teacher, which is being reborn in the hell realm, being picked up and submerged and stirred, stired, submerged and stirred around in liquid poop. Submerged smells like that, right? Put down and pick up, put down, yeah. And whoever recites this Buddha's name will reduce karmic fruition of indulging in attachment and desire. If you would like to visualize this Buddha, see him as turquoise light colored, holding a branch of the wishful feeling tree in his hand, which rests in the mudra of meditative equipoise. Shall we finish today here, or we will stop? Still, there are a bit more.
Many more.
But I can go a bit fastly.
You have 2 more minutes.
2 more minutes. In the 2 more minutes, I cannot finish this, I'm sure. There are still many names, right? Shall we finish today? Or?
Do you want to say anything else?
We will finish this. Or?
I think we just stop there for these.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. Okay. Still, we have rest of these teachings. Maybe next Sunday or other Sunday, I will continuously offering this teaching. And I tried to teach on there my best. I tried to do my best, but if some part unclear and something happened, some part looks like a little bit like a repeat. So anyhow, any kind of you have feelings of uncomfortable or something, I'm sorry, and but even though whether my teaching is skillful or not, but if you heard only the name of these Buddhas, it has a wonderful benefit. So right now in this world, we are going to accumulate merit. So we can make great merit, the pickup of each and every single Buddha's name. If we have great merit in this world, then disease and problems and sufferings automatically reduce. So for that reasons, we are listening dharmas, we are practicing dharmas, and of course there are other practices from different practitioners. So everything are wonderful. We really rejoice each others. And then the next, I will recite this Shantideva's dedication, the short one. So please together, please together, recite together. May every being ailing with disease be freed at once from every malady. May all the sickness that afflicts the living, be instantly and permanently healed. O simjin ne ba jin ba nyurde ne le troje drove ne no mal ba ta den jong me ba jo chan jo simjo rambo ma ji ba nam ji ji ba nyam ba me ba gong de be wa jo me bodhicitta, the precious and supreme mind, arising in whom it has not yet arising, where it has arising, may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.